Mataji, why this is not video, it's only audio?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Shivaram Prabhuji on the topic, the greatest worshipable position of women in the Vedic culture. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much for giving your very valuable time and association to us this morning, Prabhuji. I now hand over the call to you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I am really grateful to all of you for giving me an opportunity to speak for my purification. So today my subject is very apt, glorifying Mataji's. So when I was reading, am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So when I was reading scriptures, so then I found there are unlimited verses and shlokas glorifying our Matajis, female ladies. So I was so happy after reading that. So then I compiled all these shlokas and stories in one place. And recently also I gave a class in my Bhakti Shastri classes also. One time, one lady reporter, she came to meet Srila Prabhupada. And she heard Prabhupada's lecture. And after the lecture, she asked question to Prabhupada. She said, Swamiji, my observation is that in Vedic culture, there is no importance given to ladies, Matajis. Why is like that? Or even if it is given, it is very less, very little. Why is like that? So then Prabhupada smiled and Prabhupada said, oh really? How do you know? How many scriptures you have read? She said, very little bit. So then Swamiji, Prabhupada asked her questions. Prabhupada said, I'll ask you three questions. You please answer my question. She said, okay, I'll try. So Prabhupada said, tell me who is the in charge of the entire wealth in this cosmos, in this universe. She just kept quiet because she didn't know. So Prabhupada said, Lakshmi, she is the in charge of the entire wealth. Lakshmi is the in charge. And then Prabhupada asked second question. Prabhupada said, who is the defense minister? Who takes care of all the military in this universe? She didn't have an answer. Prabhupada said, Durga. And then third question Prabhupada asked, who is in charge of the entire knowledge in this creation, in this universe, in this material world? She didn't have an answer. So Prabhupada said, Saraswati. And then Prabhupada said, all these three most important departments are governed by Matajis, ladies. So how can you say that there is no importance given to the ladies in our Vedic culture? When I was taking darshan of Radha Gopinath ji, I saw, my observation is, in all our ISKCON temples, we have Radha and Krishna's deities, and they are placed on an equal platform. It is not that Krishna is standing much high level and Radha is standing somewhere below. No, their platform is same. So we don't discriminate in ISKCON, the ladies and gents. I was reading one literature of Raghunath Das Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami, in one of his literature, he writes that if Krishna is standing alone and he calls me for a service, if he is standing alone, I will not go. Raghunath Das Goswami says, I will not go because Srimati Radharani is not there, so I will not go. And if Sri Radha is standing next to Sri Krishna, so even if Krishna doesn't call me, I will run for the service. So in our Vedic culture, Vedic tradition, And especially in the Gaudiya Sampradaya, our mood is, actually we don't know Krishna. If he is alone, we don't know him. But if Sri Radha is standing next to him, then he is our Krishna. He is our own Krishna. So, if you see all the great renunciates, sadhus and vairagis, their only aspiration is, although they have given up all these material opulences and material enjoyments, anything of this material world, they have rejected everything completely, even from their mind and everything. But their only aspiration, their spiritual aspiration, not even material aspiration, their spiritual aspiration is, they just want to become the dust particle. They want to become the dust particles of these great ladies of Vrindavan, the gopis. Gopir bhartur pada kamalayor, das 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 anudas. This is our aspiration. So where is the question of giving less importance or or more importance? If someone is really spiritually advanced, they understand that this gender discrimination is only for neophytes. Those who become highly advanced in spiritual life, they don't fight with these petty and puny things, who whether is a male or a female or this or that. Uddhavji, when he came to Vrindavan, he was a disciple of Brihaspati, the guru of all the gods. He was a guru. And Uddhavji was a disciple of Brihaspati. And of course, he had no, pride of his knowledge. But when he came to Vrindavan, he saw the devotion of gopis for Krishna, their love for Krishna. He felt as if he is just a small dust, one particle. And then he prayed at the lotus feet of the gopis, and he prayed to Krishna that, my dear Krishna, please place me in Vrindavan and give me a position of a grass, humble grass, so that when the gopis, they will come to Kusum Sarovar for plucking the flowers, they will step on my head and I'll get their blessings. This is Uddhav's aspiration. This is the aspirations of all the great sadhus and rishis. And then I was reading scriptures, Bhagavad and other Puranas. Then I thought, what is Krishna's view looking towards the Matajis? Then I found Krishna says, what to speak of giving respect to the ladies, he says, I worship them. Krishna becomes henpecked husband. In Hindi it is called Joru ka Gulam. Here in this world, even an ordinary male, Purushas, they don't want to become a Joru ka Gulam of their wives. But Krishna, although he is a supreme male, he is a supreme personality of Godhead, but he wants to become the servant of his devotees, the ladies. An example is given. When Krishna offered a parijata flower to Rukmini Mata, Satyabhamaji was standing next to Rukmini ji. That time Satyabhama didn't say anything. So when Krishna came to Satyabhama's palace, she said, Krishna, at this moment, so Krishna was thinking that she will ask another parijata flower. So then she said, no, not just a parijata flower. I want the entire tree, parijata tree, right now in my garden here in Dwarka. So Krishna says, but Satyabhama, these trees are grown only in the heavenly planet, in Indra's palace. How can I bring it here? Satyabhama said, I don't know that. You have to just fulfill my desire. So Krishna said, Your command is my wish. So be it. If you want that tree, you will get it. Krishna immediately called upon his carrier Garuda. He said, Garuda, right now we have to go to heavenly planet Amravati. Garuda says, what is hurry? Hurry, my wife wants, Baba. So Satyabhama, Krishna, both of them rode on the back of Garuda. First they went to Shaunat, a city where he killed Banasur. After killing Banasur, both of them went to heavenly planet. Then Krishna offered all the gifts to the god, especially to the mother of gods. What is her name? Aditi, right? Yeah, Aditi. So after that, Krishna suddenly picked up the tree. What is the tree? Put it on the back of Garuda. I started flying. Indra said, hey Krishna, you cannot take this tree. Krishna said, I have given promise to my wife. I must take it. Just imagine, to please one Mataji, Satyabhama Devi, Krishna fought war against all the gods. He was ready to fight the war to please one Mataji, one lady. How much he respects, how much he gives priorities to his devotees. And the next example is given. Rukmini Mata, actually, when Jarasandha and Kalayavan, both of them attacked Mathura simultaneously, Krishna suddenly started running away from the battlefield. And then Kalayavan was chastising Krishna, hey coward, where are you running? Fight with me! Krishna didn't bother, he just started running. So one devotee of Krishna, he asked him, my dear Krishna, you can kill this Kalayavan so easily. Why are you running away? Krishna says, I know that, but I don't want to waste my time because I have urgent work to do in Dwarka. Krishna says, I have received one love letter from Rukmini. She is a princess of Vidarbha. I must go. I want to read that later. Of course, delivering Muchukanda, that is also another purpose of running away from the battlefield. But this was the main reason why Krishna, he was running away from the battlefield. He became Ranchod simply to read the love letter from Rukmini Devi. So this shows in this world, the mundane or ordinary husbands, they take their wives for shopping to some mall or to other countries. Krishna takes his wives to heavenly planets for shopping. This is in the purport. In the 10th canto, disciples of Prabhupada, they write in the purport that Krishna takes his wives for shopping to different planets. So, and why will he not become a henpecked husband? Because these ladies, these Mataji are so powerful. I was reading Ramayana and I read one beautiful pastime. When Janak Maharaj, he was busy in doing something, and suddenly he saw Sita Mata. She was just a baby girl. She was just a baby, 5 years old. And then while playing effortlessly, she just threw that she was bow for a distance away. The bow was so heavy, even thousands of wrestlers could not move that bow. It was so heavy. And Sita Mai, effortlessly while playing, she just threw it away. Janak Maharaj was thinking that who can marry my daughter? Then he decided, okay, for her marriage, at least the person who wants to get married, he should at least lift the bow. So that was the condition. Ravana could not lift the bow. And when Lord Ram was exiled in the forest, Ravana came to kidnap Sita Mai. Sita Mai looked at Ravana and she said, "Oh, stupid Ravana, you could not leave that bow." And I was a small girl. That time I threw it away. Do you know my power? And she was thinking in her mind. She says, "I can crush you between my two fingers." Ramayana explains, Sita Mai or Lakshmi or Radha, they carry the four symbols: the mess, disc, what is that? Mess, disc, and then club and lotus flower. Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. All these four weapons Sita Mai carries on her fingertips. Lord Ram or Vishnu, they carry these weapons in their hands, and Sita Mai carries those weapons on the fingertips. That is her power. This is the power of Mata Jesus, our worshipable Mata Jesus. So she carries these symbols on their fingertips. She said, "Right now I can crush you between my two fingers, but I want to give this credit to my master, Lord Ram. I want to give that credit. Therefore, I will not kill you right now." So she voluntarily accepted that Ravana should kidnap her because she wanted to kill him. So Krishna also, in his Leela, he doesn't discriminate. Prabhupada, one of his conversation, he says that Krishna Bhakti is very easy and natural for Matajis. Even Radhanath Maharaj, when in 1996, he was doing 1994 to 1997, practically every day he was doing satsang programs, pandal programs. 90% the pandal program was filled with Matajis. So Maharaj said, what Prabhupada said is true. Krishna Bhakti is so simple and is very natural and easy for the Matajis. You know why? Because there is one hindrance, obstacle in Bhakti, that is called ego, but especially the male ego. Male ego doesn't allow a person to surrender to Krishna. But for females, it becomes very easy, even bodily also, sister. Therefore, when Shiva, because he's all the time surrounded by ghostly beings, he's always, not disturbed, but he wants that association of Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. So therefore, he requested Yogamaya. He said that I want to take part in the Rasa Leela. She sent Shiva to Brinda Devi. And Brinda Devi said, Shivji, there is no problem, but the only problem is that you are in the male body. You are in the male body, therefore you cannot take part in Rasa Leela. He said, please do something. And she said, okay, take bath in Mansarovar and get the body of a gopi. Shiva took bath. And Yamuna river, she personally arranged gopi trays and all the ornaments for Shivaji to wear. So this shows, as long as a person is carrying that male ego, it's very difficult to surrender to Krishna. But for ladies, it's very easy. And in our Shastra, we have so many examples. Recently I uploaded one more video on YouTube. Shivaji Maharaj. How many of you know Shivaji Maharaj? He's a king from Maharashtra. Hello. Hare Krishna.
Yes, we know Prabhuji. Shivaji.
Your voice is clear, no? Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
So Shivaji Maharaj, he was fighting with the Mughal kings. So one day at Mumbai, here in Kalyan, he was fighting with the enemies, and the enemies were defeated. And party, Shivaji Maharaj's men, they brought a huge wealth, and along with the wealth, they also brought some beautiful ladies. Especially there was one lady who was very, very beautiful, and she belonged to Muslim community. When she was brought in front of Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj looked at her. What a king! What a personality! What a character! He looked at her, and he said, "My dear mother, I am not so fortunate. If I was fortunate, I would have taken birth from you." Then he said, because she was she was shaking, she was in so much of fear, she was thinking that what will happen? These people may do anything to me. Shivaji Maharaj said, "Don't worry, you are like my mother." And he gave the credit to his mother. Shivaji Maharaj said, "My mother, Jijabai, she was so pure. She always, in my childhood, she would teach me the pastimes of Krishna, Lord Rama, Ramayan's Leela, Mahabharata, Pandava stories. So we have been trained by our mothers to respect every lady as a matravat paradareshu, paradraveshu lostavat, accepting all the women who are others' wives as a mother, and others' wealth as a stool, as a useless thing. This training is given to us by our mothers. So in our culture, in a Vedic culture, the ladies were so pure. From their childhood, they would read Krishna's pastimes, and they would keep their chastity, purity, shyness, and knowledge of Krishna, bhakti towards Krishna, simple heart. Actually, this is the real opulence of male and female both. Trinadapi sunichena taroriva sahishana amanina manadina kirtaniya sadahari. Whether someone is a male or a female, we have to cultivate this quality, and we have to give up this ego, whether it is a male ego or a female ego. This is the main obstacle, hindrance in Krishna Bhakti. So Shivaji Maharaj gave that credit to his mother Jijamata. We have another concept in Vedic culture that is called Kanyadan. Kanyadan means in our Vedic culture, the girls, the daughters, the ladies, they are not considered as a burden. They were considered like a property, like a wealth. So when a father, he would arrange a marriage of his daughter, he would tell his son-in-law that I am giving my precious wealth as a charity to you, Kanyadana. Where will you find this concept? In Kali Yuga. And I was just thinking about this modern age. It's such a condition now. In the modern world, the ladies are treated like sex machine. You see the advertisements, the movies, cinema, social media, everywhere. They've been just used. But in our Vedic culture, the ladies were worshipped. They were carried in palanquins. Nowadays we don't have that concept of traveling in palanquins. But previously the Matas were given palanquin. If you see now, there is only one relationship. That is, the relationship is only male and female, male and female, male and female. But in our Vedic culture says, till a certain age, the Matajis can remain as a girl, unmarried girl. After that, she marries, and then she becomes a wife. That is another prestige or a relationship. She is not just a woman now. She is someone else's wife. And after some time, after 1 or 2 years, 2-3 years, she becomes a mother. Now see, her roles are changing. Previously she was treated only like an unmarried girl, but now she has been treated like a wife, given a Ardhangini post. Ardhangini means, in our Vedic culture, husband has a half position and Mataji, wife has a half position. In our Vedic culture, any ritual, whether someone wants to do sacrifice, yajna, without wife's presence, that yajna is not complete. When Brahmaji, he wanted to do an yajna at Pushkar. So he was waiting, all the demigods were sitting, Brahmaji was sitting, Shivaji was sitting, and he was waiting for his wife. His wife was busy, she was doing some makeup. It is mentioned there, she was busy doing some makeup. So she became a little late. So Brahmaji said, I cannot do this yajna because my wife is not present here. So if she comes late, I have to wait. So without Mataji's presence, your yajna is not complete. Shivaji, he was sitting on a Kailash, and one of very great sage, Rishi, he was a worshipper of Shiva. And he was such a staunch follower of Shiva. He said, Shiva, Bholenath, I'm your real devotee. I want to offer a circumambulation, parikrama of yours. But Shiva understood. Shiva knew in his heart that this devotee, this sadhu, he only respects me. He does not accept my wife Parvati. So Shiva did something that this sadhu rishi could not complete the parikrama. And then he was thinking in my mind, why I am not able to do the parikrama, complete parikrama? Then Shiva said, you have to give respect to my wife. Parvati is my Ardhangini. So then Shiva gave him a darshan, that half body is of Shiva and half body is of Parvati. So when Sati, she was insulted in Daksha's yajna, Sati burnt herself. Shiva became so furious, he killed everyone. Whoever was present in that yajna, he killed everyone. He said, no, I love my wife. So even what is our recently we celebrated Shivaratri, what is Shivalinga? Shivalinga means Shiva and Parvati, this mother and father together. So previously she was just an unmarried girl, and now she is a wife. After that, she is also treated like a mother. See, there are so many relationships with the Mataji. After that, she also becomes a grandmother. She becomes someone's auntie. She becomes sister. She becomes so many relationships. But in the modern age, woman has only one relationship, only female. No other relationships, right? So this is our Vedic culture. We have Ardhangini system. We also have, did you heard this word, Abala? Abala means no bala. Abala means the person who has no physical strength. So because they have no physical strength, therefore Krishna also has given them some more concessions. That when lady, she does anything, whether it's a pap or a punya, especially the pap, it goes to her protector. Like if someone is a wife, then husband is responsible. Like that, because she's Abala, she's also given a special protection in our Vedic culture. Some say that Hanuman story, that Hanumanji was putting some mountain peaks and big boulders in the ocean, writing Lord Rama's name, but it was not Hanuman. It was some other monkey. He was putting those big mountains in the ocean, and one small squirrel, she was also trying her best. She was lifting small pebbles, and she was also writing little Rama's name on it, and she was also throwing it in the ocean. So this monkey chastised her. He said, hey, squirrel, Go away from here. You are just simply disturbing. What your small pebbles will do. Then Lord Rama came from behind and he told the monkey. He said, my dear monkey, I don't need this bridge. I don't need anyone of your help. I can crush Ravan. I can bring Sita Mai here. Absolutely no problem. But I want to engage you all in my service. You are throwing the big stones according to your capacity in the ocean, and this little squirrel, she is throwing little pebbles in the ocean according to her capacity. These two, both of you are very dear to me. So what Ram is teaching us, whether we are a male or a female, whether we have a capacity to manage the whole ISKCON movement as a GBC or the Guru, or we have no capacity, absolutely doesn't matter. Seriously, this Rama's pastime shows us whether you are a squirrel, a small tiny squirrel, you have no capacity and then no abilities, no skills, no talents, you cannot do big things, no problem. Just keep your mind very simple-hearted. Don't offend Vaishnavas. Don't fight with them unnecessarily. Don't argue. Don't criticize devotees on the internet, Facebook, and WhatsApp, or this and that. And if you ask them, why are you doing this? And then they say, no, we want to create this awareness amongst all the Vaishnavas, how this Vaishnava is so fallen, how that GBC is so fallen. This GBC is doing that fraud, and he is doing and she is doing that fraud. My dear sir, there is no need. Krishna knows everything. Who is what? How much progress we have made in Krishna consciousness. If you are a squirrel, be honest squirrel. If you are a giant monkey, be like a giant honest monkey and serve Krishna according to your capacity. Krishna will be pleased. So whether we are a male or female, male-female bodies are given to us because of our previous karmas. That is another thing. But what we do after getting this male or female body, that is more important than the previous life. Because I have born as a male, and therefore whatever I can do. No. At this moment, in this lifetime, what is my decision? My choices will decide my future. So, in our Vedic culture, Matravat Paradareshu, we respect every lady as a mata, as a mother. Such a high respect, where will you find this? Apart from Vedic culture, nowhere. Of course, I am not much aware of Christian philosophy or even Muslims, but somewhere I had read that previously, even Christianity and Islam, they were considering that ladies have no soul, and they were like a plants and trees. They were considered, but in the Vedic culture, from the day one, from the creation, Ardhangini, sees, and Sri Radha and the gopis, Tara Ashtadala Pare, Sri Radha Sri Hari, Ashtadala Pare, Ashtasakhi Parijana. Aha! What is Golok Vrindavan? On the bank of Jumuna, Radha and Krishna, they are eternally one. There is absolutely no difference. But just for the sake of Leela, that one expands into two, Radha and Krishna. And all these two personalities, great personalities, Radha and Krishna, they are surrounded by, see, our Vedic culture. Radha and Krishna, they are surrounded by Ashtasakhi Parijana. All these 8 most worshipable. The Ashtasakhis, they are surrounding Radha and Krishna. The most intimate services are given to ladies. Vrinda Mai, she is the manager of Vrindavan forest. She has unlimited male and female parrots to serve Krishna. All the in Golok Vrindavan, Raghunath Das Goswami, Vishwanath Thakur, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, they write in their literatures how these Sakhis and Manjaris and all these beautiful gopis, they do so much of service, they perform so much of service for Krishna's pleasure, for Radha's pleasure. All our acharyas, Bhakti Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Thakur, Gaur Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, Jagannath Babaji Maharaj, Vishwanath Thakur, all these great souls, Shat Goswamis, their identity is in spiritual world, they are also gopis. Shiva, Bholenath, in Rudradvip, he personally told Bhaktivinoda Thakur, your name is Kamal Manjari from the spiritual world. So, this is our aspiration. But as long as we are in this material world, we have to follow all the rules of this body, whether we are a male or a female. We have to follow all the rules and regulations, whatever Prabhupada is given. But we should know, this is all temporary and material identities. We should not get stuck into this. Why you said like this and why you said like that. You just serve Krishna and then we can be happy. Lord Ram, just for one lady's sake, he fought the whole war and Sita Mai was saved. I'll quote some shlokas from the Shastras. Stri Moolam hi Dharma. Manu Samhita says, Stri Moolam hi Dharma. Woman, she is the root of all the dharmas. If she is protected, dharma is protected. This is from Manu Samhita. Yatra naryastu pujjante tatra ramante devata. Smriti Shastra says that wherever the ladies, they are respected and worshipped, at that place even the demigods also very happily dancing. Whichever house, whichever community, whichever place, whichever society, whichever country, the ladies are worshipped. They are given in respect and honor. And if the ladies are happy in the family, the whole family can remain happy. Mataji is all called Lakshmi. I know in our families, the wife was not called by name. The newly married, even a husband would not call her by name. Even the son, mother-in-law, father-in-law, and others, nobody would call her by name. Everyone would call her Lakshmi. I know in my house, everyone would call a lady as a Lakshmi. Lakshmi means she has come to our house and she has brought the prosperity and that wealth and every auspiciousness to our house. Therefore she is called Lakshmi. Rajapatni, Guru Patni, Bhratru Patni Tathaiva cha. Patni Mata, Samata cha Panchayate Matra Smritaha. The king's wife, brother's wife, then teacher's wife, Guru Mata, and then nurse, Go Mata, cow, and our own mother. In this way we worship 7 mothers. That is practically everyone is a mother. So, but sometimes you will find people say no. There are some concepts in Vedic culture which are really against the ladies. For example, child marriage. In our Vedic culture we have the girls get married at the age of 12, 13. Prophecy is right. Of course, this child marriage is not at all mentioned in the scriptures, because whatever the rituals are going on in the name of religion, in the name of Vedic culture, it is not everything is mentioned in the Shastra. For example, a 2 years old girl is getting married to 3 years old boy. It is nowhere mentioned, because afterwards all these tribal communities and then low class people, they started misusing the facilities which are given in the Shastras. Previously, the daughters would get married. Generally, all the royal class ladies, they would arrange Swayamvara. Swayamvara means the princess, she will decide whom she will get married to. That honor was given to the princess, high class society. But general society, the girls would get married at the age of 12 or 13. And Prabhupada said that is the right age. She may not go to her husband's house immediately, but when at 12 years, 13 years of age, when she gets married, she's happy, she's satisfied that she has a husband. She doesn't have to go on finding out shadi.com or this page or that page and on Facebook and this. There's no need. Someone will say, but how can you get married to a boy who you don't even know? How will you get married? Such a amazing. I was just thinking in my mind, are there any flaws, faults in arranged marriage or when the daughters were married at the age of 12, 13? At this moment, presently, it is not practical, but previously the communities were staying so close that they knew everyone very closely. Suppose if some father wants to get his daughter married to some boy, so he has seen that boy since the childhood, since he was born. He knows, the father knows, and what kind of situation how he behaves, how he reacts, what is his nature, whether he becomes angry, what is his health, what is his prosperity, how much wealth his father has, what is his business, what is his education, his background. Everything was thoroughly known to everyone. The communities were staying so close and intimate and so thick. So therefore, the father would say to his daughter, that my dear daughter, this boy, I have seen him last 14, 15 years. He's a very nice boy. But now in present age, even if the girl during the college period or during her working period in the companies, when she finds some person suitable, how much she can know about him? She can only know he appears in front of her. Oh, how are you? Then he speaks some sweet words and she also speaks some sweet words. But we cannot know their intimate nature because we have not dealt with them. We are not stayed with them. But in this previous scenario, the father would knew everything, like in and out, all his nature and everything. Therefore, previously, the arranged marriage or marriage at the 12 years or 13 years, that was practical. Of course, now we don't recommend this kind of marriages. So, this is also not in Bal Vivaha, child marriage is not in the Shastra. So, there was Swayamvara. And arranged marriage also was, to some extent, very successful. Then another concept is Sati. Sati concept also is not a written concept. It is not mentioned in the Shastra. And it was never by force. We see that the Gandhari, she entered the fire of her husband's funeral fire. But that was volunteer. Because, and Prabhupada writes in the purport of first canto, that previously, literally that family bondage, husband and wife bondage was so thick and so, they loved each other so much that staying away from husband, that separation of fire was bigger than entering into the fire. So therefore, that was unknowingly she would just enter into the fire. And there was no force. Of course, there are many examples in the Shastras also, that even Lord Rama's 3 mothers, they did not enter in the fire. There are many cases they didn't enter the fire. That doesn't mean that they didn't have love for Dashrath Maharaj, but they didn't enter. So similarly, but afterwards, some low-class people, some tribals, and some societies, they did it so obnoxious that they were forcing the ladies to do sati. That is not in the Shastra. So therefore, whenever you find, some kind of treatment is not given to ladies properly, that is not of the Shastra's problem. Sometimes some communities, some people may misuse facilities of Vedic culture. But after all, overall, in Vedic culture, whether male or female, our philosophy is Dehinosminnata dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara and tatha dehantara prapti dhiras tatra na muhyati. We are not this body, we are spirit soul, and we belong to that spiritual world. And practically everyone's aspiration is to serve Krishna under the loving shade of Lalita Sakhi, Ashta Sakhis. By serving them, we can serve Radha and Krishna. Thank you very much. Is there any question?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanvat Pranam, all blessings to Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you Prabhu for this wonderful class. Prabhu, now on this, as this topic goes, I just wanted to ask you, what should be in this Kali Yuga or in this age, what should be a role of a woman in a Grahastha life so that the devotional life can flourish?
Very good, Mataji. This is a practical question, and in Kali Yuga, Bhakti, by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, by Prabhupada's special mercy, it is so easy. Actually, we cannot even imagine. Unnecessarily, sometimes in the institution scenario, we make it unnecessarily complicated. Bhakti is so simple. Just stay wherever you are in, whichever city, whichever country, just stay. Sthane stitaha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling in South India, and there was one Brahmana, Kurma Brahmana. He was so much attached to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wanted to travel with Mahaprabhu to all the places in South India. Mahaprabhu says, there is no need. Don't show your Markat Vairagya. Markat Vairagya means the monkeys, they are very highly renounced. They don't even eat. They are pure vegetarians. They don't eat anything. They don't even wear clothes. But they are surrounded by so many female monkeys. So Mahaprabhu told him, don't become a Markat Vairagya. Stay wherever you are. If you are a Grahastha, stay. Take the responsibility of your Grahastha life and be humble and simple. Don't criticize any devotees. And whatever service you can do according to your capacity. If you cannot give donation, no problem, absolutely no problem. If you cannot give charity, absolutely no problem. If you are not very highly intellectual, you cannot understand all the Sanskrit shlokas and everything, no problem. Therefore you find Prabhupada is such an amazing Acharya. If you see the literature I was reading, of course, all the respect to all our previous acharyas. If you see Raghunath Goswami, Jiva Goswami, such a scholar, to understand his concept, that slokas and everything is so difficult. Even the big scholars, they will start perspiring, But Prabhupada is such an amazing and pure acharya. Of course, very compassionate acharya. He has given a simple philosophy. Just stay at your home. Chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra. Get up early in the morning. So important. Waking up early in the morning during the Brahma Muhurta. Amazing. Whoever can wake up early in the morning during the Brahma Muhurta and chant Hare Krishna mantra, even if you cannot go to the temple every day, that's okay. Fine. What is the Grahastha life? Ideal Grahastha life? Ideal Grahastha life is once in a week. Association of all the saintly people together. Sankirtan. Sankirtan means all the devotees coming together at one place. It can be a temple, it can be your home, or a big setup where all the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis coming together, taking prasad together, chanting together, reading together, hearing together, worshipping Krishna's deities together, that can be done once in a week. On a regular day, every day, wake up in the morning, early morning, chant your rounds in front of Tulsi Mai. Tulsi Mai is such a beautiful Vardhan or a blessing for a human society. If you have Tulsi at your home, just keep Tulsi in the center. All your 4 or 5 family members sit together, chant Hare Krishna mantra. Every round of Hare Krishna mantra chanted in the presence of Tulsi Maharani, you are doing Rajasuya Yajna, Ashwamedha Yajna, all these yajnas together. And Krishna, seriously I am telling you the most important point, Krishna has no expectations from anyone in this Kali Yuga. Krishna has no expectations. Krishna only has one expectation. And one more thing, sometimes we really want to do big things. Now I am a human body, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve that. But Krishna, through his own devotees examples he shows, if you see Bharat Maharaj, he was the king. But at one point of time, he gave up everything. All his opulences, his kingdom and everything went to the forest for simply chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So this shows that whether you are a king or whoever you are, after a certain time of your life, you have to just focus on Krishna. Somehow or other, read some scriptures where you will find Krishna's qualities, Krishna's beauty, Krishna's beautiful Leela. We have to get attracted to Krishna. We have to get attracted to Vrindavan's Leela. We have to get attracted to Sri Radha's Leela. So somehow in this lifetime, arrange your daily schedule in such a way that where we can get some time to read Bhagavad, some time for chanting, and some time without any reason. There should not be any reason that if all the devotees coming together, then only I'll sing. No, every day in front of the photos of Radha Krishna, in front of Gaur Nitai, Tulsi Maharani, chant Hare Krishna mantra, sing the songs. These Gaudiya bhajans or Acharyas, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narottama Das Thakur, they have written such a nice bhajans. Sing those bhajans. It is such a simple process. Take one kartal, or if you want, you can play harmonium or mridang and chant Bhaj Gaurango, Kahu Gaurango, Lah Gaurangera Naam Re. You can sing all these Gaudiya bhajans. It is so purifying and so satisfying. I'll tell you one more thing. When we do our sadhana properly, chanting properly, reading Bhagavatam, singing our bhajans, in this way, heart becomes so satisfied, and then we get a taste in associating with devotees. Then we get full faith in Prabhupada. We get full faith in Acharya. And naturally, that satisfied heart will never find faults in Vaishnavas. Because our heart is craving, there is no proper sadhana, there is no reading, there is no singing, there is no sankirtan, there is no harinam, and therefore that unsatisfied heart always finds faults in others. So this process is, whether someone is a male or a female, as a grahastha householder life, no force to our children. Give them joyous process. When you are singing together, they will also enjoy. There is no need to make a special arrangement for children's, praise this and that. You follow. Hello? Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu, we can hear you.
So when we follow this process which is given by our acharyas properly, nicely, then children also, they naturally become devotees. There is no force needed, or there is no special arrangement also needed. You just follow this. Rupa Goswami has given 64 items of bhakti. Out of 64 items, the 5 most important things residing in the holy place. Sometimes we can come to Vrindavan, sometimes we can go to Mayapur, Jagannath Puri and other places. That could be once in a while. But regularly, whichever temple is close to us, we can go. Or we can make our house as a home. The house where The husband and wife are not fighting, they are not quarreling, they have no debates and arguments and this and that. Are the family where the bhajan kirtan is prominent, deity worship is prominent, singing and worshipping Tulsi is prominent, in such a house these things can never exist. There is no question of husband and wife and quarreling. So there is the question of divorce. They are low class Shudras, those who are below Shudras. Such people will think about getting divorced and fighting amongst. Why should this husband and wife go to their counselors and say, I have this problem? Become matured. When you are given a Krishna consciousness, we should give shelter to others. Where is the question of ourselves fighting? Of course, I am not chastising anyone. I am just speaking that if we read Bhagavatam nicely, if we read chant Krishna's holy name properly, then naturally in our heart, every moment we want to serve. Every moment we want to do some service to Prabhupada's mission. We want to do something for ISKCON and for everyone. So, but waking up in the morning, chanting nicely, reading Bhagavatam and Sankirtan, Harinam Sankirtan at house, Harinam Sankirtan in the temple, that will make us safe. And if we all are doing the same thing, preaching will spread automatically. Purity is the force. Prabhupada said purity is the force. That means if we maintain our individual purity, that knowledge, chastity, and that purity of heart, humility, Trinadapi Sunichana Tarariva Saishana Amanina Manadina Kirtaniya Sadahari, no hankering for credits. The whole world, everyone wants credit, even whether they do it or not, but still they want a credit. But Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, they are not hankering for credit. They just want to give credit to others, because when we sacrifice our credit, Krishna will note that, and our purity of level will increase naturally. When we are hankering for material name, fame, prestige, of course, preaching to people, that time we need something, but we should not hanker for such things. And in this way, if our purity is maintained, preaching will automatically spread. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Koti Koti Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev Ki Jai.
Pranam.
Can you, such a nice way you explain what is the duty of Grahastha, Mataji especially, Prabhuji, chanting attentively, and if there is nobody is there, we have to sing in front of Srimati Radharani in Lord Krishna's happiness. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, because we are staying in abroad. So only Sunday program is not enough for us, because there is no connection with all. Personal connection with the Vaishnava. But Prabhuji, thank you very much that you come online class. Please give your association regularly so that we sit at home and feel that we are sitting in Gopinath temple. Prabhuji, you are singing so nice bhajan by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, Srimati Radharani. Can you please sing and whatever you like to us, and can you please send regularly your bhajan video, Vaishnu song video for all of us? Koti Koti Dandavat Pranam.
On this group, I'll regularly send now. Yes, sure.
Thank you, Koti Koti Dandavat Pranam. Can you please sing today also?
Okay, what bhajan you want to hear?
Bhaja Gauranga, Laha Gauranga.
You want that song? Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'll get the songbook and I'll sing. Right now I'll sing. One second, no?
Prabhu, while you're getting songbook, can you answer one question?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I just want to confirm something you said earlier. You said that Lord Chaitanya doesn't expect anything of us. He just expects just one thing. That one thing you were referring to was the chanting of the 16 rounds, right?
Yes.
Or was it something? Is that what you meant?
Chanting 16 rounds, right?
Yeah, that was the one thing Lord Chaitanya wants of us. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes, Mother. Yes, yes. Only chanting. Only chanting is expected from us. Nothing else. Nothing else. Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hari. Okay, we'll sing this song. There is only one stanza in this, but I want to sing with harmony.
Prabhuji, try to sing whole bhajan, Vaishnav song for all of us.
Okay.
Prabhuji, while you are doing that, can I ask you one question, Prabhu?
Please.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu, for your nice points. Prabhuji, in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, "Oh, I'm reading the translation, Prabhu. Oh, son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me, though they may be of lower birth, women, Vaishyas, and Sudras." So here it is explicitly mentioned like lower birth, right, Prabhu? Like, how do we make this understand for somebody asks a question why women is mentioned as lower birth?
Yes. If you go by the smartha explanations, see whether it's a male body or a female body, both Kali Yuga born entity means they are sinful. Whether it is a male body or a female body, both are sinful, and that is a reaction of our previous karmas. So therefore, there are some rules of physical body, male body and a female body. So there are, Matajis, they have some restrictions, some limitations of their body. So according to that, they are called less, Vaishya and Shudras. But in spiritual point of view, there is no such discrimination. How physical point of view, there are some. Like Prabhupada said that women have some 32 ounce of intelligence and male have something like that. So that physical limitations will be always there. But that will not affect your spiritual life. So now when a child is 5 years old child, naturally that 5 years old child cannot lift 50 kg weight. That is limitation. So similarly, there are some limitations to male body, there are some limitations to female bodies. But that is purely material and nothing to do with the spiritual life. So along with this Bhaja Gauranga, can I also sing Sachisuta Astakam? Because now we have started singing Sachisuta Astakam.
Please. Yes, Koti.
Okay. Bhaja Gauranga, Kaho Gauranga, Laho Gaurangi Namare, Bijana Gauranga Bhaje, Sehai Murata. Actually, this was a song regularly sung by Shripriya Mai, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's consort. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, he went to Jagannath Puri, and Vishnu Priya Mata, she would chant one round of Hare Krishna mantra and keep one grain of rice aside. And whole day, whatever numbers of rounds she chanted, she would collect those grains and would cook in the night. She would accept only that much. And whole day she would chant, Bhaja Gaurango, Kaho Gaurango, Laho Gaurangir Namare, Jagana Gaurango Bhaje, Sehai Mora Prane, Bhaja Gaurango, Kaho Gaurango, Laho Gaurangir Namare, Jagana Gauranga bhade Sihai mora pranare. This is Rag Prabhati. All the devotees, they chant this raga in the morning 5 to 10. This Prabhati rag should be sung. Bhaj Gaurang, Kaho Gaurangi Naam Re, Jana Gauranga Bhaje Nihai Mora Pranare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Okay, I'll sing Sajjusudastaka. Today we are uploading Sajjusudastakam. I sang audio in a studio, very beautiful bhajan, this Sajjusudastakam. I'll also send a link to all of you in this Bhakti Sangha group. Navagoravam Navapushpasaram Navabhavadharam Navagoravaram Navapushpasaram Navabhavadharam Navakasaparam Navahasataram Navaheshmavaram Pranamami Sati Sutagauravara Pranamami Sati Sutagauravara Nava Premayutam Nava Nitasutam Nava Eshakritam Nava Premarasam Navadhavilasa Shubhamaya Pranamami Sati Sutagauravara Hari Bhakti Param Harinamadaram Karajapya Karam Harinama Param Nayane Satatam Prayashudharam Pranamami Sati Satatam Janata Bhavatam Haram Paramartha Parayana Lokadare Navalehakaram Jagatam Haram Pranamami Sati Nijabhaktikaram Priyacharutaram Nadartanana Narajikulam Kulakamini Manaslasakaram Pranamami Sati Sutagauravara निज भक्ति गुणावृत नाट्य करो प्रणमामि युगधर्मयुतं पुनरन्दसुतं धरणी सुचितं भवभावोचितं तनुध्यानचितं निजवासयुतं प्रणमामि अरुणं नयनं शरणं वसनं कलने स्फलितं शरणमधरम् कुरुते जगन्नाथजीवनं प्रणमामि सती
सचिचाष्टकम की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। कोटि कोटि दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभुजी। प्लीज गिव योर एसोसिएशन रेगुलरली।
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Please send all your bhajan album, Vaishnav song in this Bhakti Sangha group also.
Yes. I'll surely send. Yes. Actually, my all audios I have recorded, but now I'm planning the videos also. So one video because I will record it at high quality. So then I'll naturally, of course, I'll upload on this group.
Jai ho. Koti koti dandavat pranam to your sincere seva. Hari bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for beautiful class and very beautiful singing, Prabhu. So nice to see you while you are singing. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Give your blessings to me.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for your beautiful and enlightening class. We are very grateful to you, Prabhuji. Do anybody have any more questions?
Prabhuji, we will sing this all bhajana in our Laddu Gopal and Gopis and Gwala Seva. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the beautiful class, and please bless us with your simplicity that you have in serving Krishna and the Vaishnavas. Please bless us that we also, at least I get that simplicity. After so many years of in this service and you're still so simple, please bless us with that same vibe. Thank you. Dandavat pranam. Koti koti dandavat pranam. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Do we stop here?
Yes, Prabhuji. We look forward for your association again in future, Prabhuji. And let's play our obeisances to Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaः. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shivaram Prabhuji ki jai. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your association.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, HG Shivaram Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.